5 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. When I was younger and I had never been to the South, I remember my father driving the car. We were heading to Florida and we were heading through the Carolinas. And I remember seeing cotton fields. And then we stopped at like a rest area or something like that. And they were selling little like packages of cotton. And I thought, oh, that's cool. So I bought one, right? And I was looking at it while I was sitting in the car, and I was just a little kid, and I was thinking, wow, how did they ever figure out that you can make clothing out of this? Mm-hmm. I wonder whoever thought. I wonder who was there must have been some guy we don't recognize, or some woman, probably, that we don't even know the name of, who said, you know what, we could make this into a shirt.
That's right, exactly.
It's amazing to me. Melissa Bastos is on the phone. She might not know the answer to that question, but she is the director of market research at Cotton Incorporated, and she's going to talk to us about lifestyle monitor survey of consumer purchasing this holiday season. And I bet you people are buying clothing that has cotton in the mix, right? Or
yes.
Pure cotton, right? Mm-hmm. Melissa Bastos. Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning.
Where are you?
How are you all doing today?
I'm good. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from North Carolina, actually. So
North Carolina. See, this
you were driving by. I was waving.
Yeah, you were waving. So yeah, isn't that an amazing thing that somebody figured out how to take a plant and make it into fabric?
It truly, no, it is, but it's a miracle fabric, we like to say, because it's or plant, because all the parts are used in things. You probably don't even realize how much it's used in. So
really?
The fiber itself, obviously, they took it and used it in the clothing. It spun it into yarn, and also different parts of the plant are used. The cotton seed is used in food for livestock. It's also crushed into oil, so there's cottonseed oil that you can cook with. That
wow. I didn't know
some
that.
of the other parts of it. Yeah, other parts of it are used in products like ice cream or even hair
ice
shampoo.
Cream. Wow.
It's also in your dollar bills. So
really, but here's the weird part. There's no cotton plant in cotton candy.
That's right.
There's no cotton plant. True. I think it's more that it possibly resembles it.
So what did the survey reveal?
Maybe that's what you're really buying.
So what did the survey reveal, and how do we use that information?
Okay, well, just looking at overall estimates that are out there right now, it looks like it's going to be a pretty bright holiday season.
That's what they say.
And from our research, yeah, so that's definitely positive. From our research, we asked the consumers, do they plan to spend more or less this year compared to last year? And what we see is about 26% of consumers say they plan to spend more, and about 26 plan to spend more, and 63 plan to spend about the same amount this year.
Okay.
So they're going to spend about $744 on gifts. So there is some uptick there compared to what we saw last year. So that's definitely positive.
That is good. And I'm guessing a lot of those gifts will be clothing, and that's where you come into play, right? Because we buy cotton-made, right? Cotton fabrics, right?
Yes, that is correct. Well, and we did study we want to find out all the things that they're purchasing. But what we do see is that the majority, or the largest item they plan to buy is clothing, 61%, followed by gift cards. About 57% are going to buy those as gifts. And then we also see toys and electronics on that list as well. But clothing is the largest one they plan to buy. And within that, it's really some cotton-centric items that they're looking to shop for. So they're looking at T-shirts, number one, being what they want to buy as gifts, and also jeans. And then we have sleepwear, as well as sweaters. So some things you've heard before, but we also know that these are popular items right now as well that consumers want to buy for their friends and family for this holiday season.
And the sweaters are not just the normal looking sweaters like we've grown up with over the years. They're very stylish, very fashionable. They come in different lengths and colors, very colorful.
They do, yeah. Actually, there's very long ones. There's shorter cropped ones. So there's definitely a lot of sweaters out that are popular, and cotton can play a key role in those. And we do know that consumers tell us 3/4 of consumers say they are looking for cotton products, and that is the fiber of choice for these products that they want to buy.
Is it a good idea to put the cotton fabrics in the dryer, or should they hang dry?
Well, I think it depends on the product that you have. So always want to read your labels and make sure that you're paying attention to what the label says, not only for the fiber content when you're shopping, because you want to make certain, of course, that you're getting the fiber that you want. And, I suggest you buy cotton because it's the most comfortable according to consumers, but also very versatile. So make sure you read the fiber, not only the fiber content, but also the laundering instructions, because some things are pre-shrunk, so that's not going to be a problem if you put it in the dryer. And it depends on how you like your clothing and what you how you want them to.
All right, I'm going to reveal that I'm a little bit naive about this whole thing about buying online. When you buy online, can you see the same information that you would, like if I went to the not grocery store, to Macy's or something? What do you call it? Department store.
Yes.
If I went to the clothing store, the label is right there on the clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that same information on the internet?
Not always, but I think it's important, obviously, for when you're shopping for something and you understand what cotton, the fiber, like how it's going to fit you, how it's going to feel, how you're going to touch it, and when you get it, you'll know what it is. And not all the retailers do offer that information online. So that's where we do see a lot of people like to go to the store to actually feel it and touch it.
Yeah.
Are most of the shoppers this year, do they have preconceived items in their mind that they want to buy for everyone on their Christmas list, or are more of them just going into a store and then waiting for something to hit them?
Well, I think obviously some people are going to look and try to get inspiration from different things. Like they're going to think about the person first of all and what is important to them, and that's about a third of consumers. But others are going to look at in-store displays and window shopping and try to even ask their family members what should they be buying. So there'll definitely be that. Also use of social media like Pinterest and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. They're going to use those to get ideas from people that have out there. But there is a list when we ask them what do they plan to buy. That's where the T-shirts, jeans, sleepwear, and sweaters for us, and then outerwear as well. About 23% said athletic clothing, which is a little bit lower on the list, but still we know it's a popular.
Oh, really?
And the survey that we're speaking about, was this just taken in the United States or abroad as well?
This specific survey was in the U.S., but we certainly do research on a global basis to understand globally consumers' behaviors and what they're shopping for and buying.
Wow. I just went to your website, or the website that was given to me, cottoninc.com, and there's so much information about this. Is just one of those products that the story I told in the opening was a true story. Mm-hmm. And so I remember having a curious mind, and now it's surfacing again. I'm looking at all this stuff, wondering about some of these things. Wow. So is denim a completely cotton product?
Well, I think true denim tends to be made from cotton. There are also stretch fibers in there as well to help it stretch, in particular for the women, some of the women's.
Oh yeah, I need that stretchy stuff.
But definitely there's there are some products that don't necessarily have as much cotton. Maybe they're trying to put some polyester in it, but we tend to see some of the comments that consumers leave on these products, and they'll say, well, that stretches, I like the stretch, I just don't want it to stretch so much that it feels like it's falling off or the knees are bagging or things like that. So,
wow. So you can drive.
So there's definitely the benefit to have more cotton in it.
So you can drive past a cotton field and say, that's my jeans. Those are my jeans growing out there.
Exactly.
Right?
Absolutely. Definitely. Yeah.
Is cotton used in the medical industry as well, like in ace bandages and things like that?
Cotton is used. There is cotton use in the nonwovens, which can be medical. It can also be feminine hygiene products. It can also be used in diapers and wipes. So it's a small share of that market, but it's definitely in that market.
Nice.
Can you tell, Robin? Can you tell by just touching a fabric if it's cotton or not?
Sometimes I can.
Can you?
Sometimes.
Melissa, can you tell just by touching it?
I can, but I recommend checking the fiber content label because cotton has been known, and even our advertising for years is the touch, the feel of cotton. Consumers just start to think it's soft and it feels a certain way. That means it's cotton, but there's a lot of synthetic fibers that have tried to emulate that, and so they're trying to make it softer. So some people don't realize until they take it home and try to launder it, and then it starts to pill or fuzz and it falls apart, and they're like, what happened to this? And then they realize when they read it, it's maybe a rayon fiber or something different. It's not cotton. So it is important to read that, because the cotton, softness and the durability is there, and it tends to be, sometimes different than some of the other ones that fibers.
I bet you North Carolina is looking really pretty right about now, isn't it? I love North Carolina.
Well, it is. I have a window right here. There was actually a turkey walking by my.
Wow! How cool is that?
Oh, wow.
And the trees are changing, and a turkey walking by. It was very yeah.
Where are you?
Nice.
Where are you in North Carolina?
We're just kind of a suburb of Raleigh, which is the capital. So we're in a suburb called Cary, a town called Cary.
Wow. Well, what a fun interview. Thank you for sharing this with us, something we knew nothing about, at least me. Melissa Bastos, thank you. The website I have is cottoninc.com. Are there any other websites we should know about?
There are, absolutely. There's the lifestylemonitor.com, and that's where you'll find more of this research, this holiday shopping research we had. Also,
Okay.
the fabricofourlives.com. We have some more cotton on there, kind of DIY, and also Shop Cotton, where you can find cotton clothes that'll route you to the specific retailer where you can buy it.
Right.
And just to mention, we do have a holiday campaign starting Monday. It's kind of a social media campaign, and it's really a humorous look at how cotton can keep you comfortable during the most uncomfortable holiday situations, if you ever have those. I don't know if you do.
I gotta have to find out about that. Leave that to my imagination. Melissa, thank you for being on the air with us today. Wow, I'm going to look out the websites that you just gave us. Thank you, Melissa.
Okay, well, thank you. It's a pleasure. Take care.
You're welcome. We'll be right back.
FlySanford.com. Orlando Sanford International Airport. We are SFB. Simpler, faster, better.
Visiting friends and family or just looking for some fun? Book your vacation now to one of their nonstop destinations, including Amsterdam, Brussels, Mexico City, San Juan, as well as over 70 domestic destinations, including New Orleans.
For enjoyable travel, come to Orlando Sanford International Airport. We are SFB. Simpler, faster, better. Before you fly, FlySanford.com.
We all know the importance of good health, but we may not know the latest advances in medicine that are available to us. Monday at 9 a.m., Bern Paraiso will be our roving medical reporter to tell us about Seven Hill Gastroenterology PA and Dr. Reddy. We'll discuss screening, techniques, and more. So tune in and listen. This is more than news you can use. It's news that could save your life. That's Monday at 9:05 a.m.
The weather is brought to you by MyFWC.